Wetware Media presents A Sense of the Cosmos, Scientific Knowledge and Spiritual Truth, written by Jacob Needleman, narrated by Andrew Mulcare, and published by Wetware Media. This recording is copyright 2016 by Wetware Media. Preface. For 10 consecutive days in December of 1995, the NASA Hubble Space Telescope, orbiting far above the Earth's atmosphere, pointed its lens toward what seemed an uncluttered portion of the night constellation Ursa Major. Astronomers narrowed the focus of the telescope to a tiny speck of black sky about the size of a dime 75 feet away. The resulting image, assembled from over 300 separate exposures, appears on the cover of this book. I was standing at a magazine rack in a Borders bookstore when I first saw this photograph on the front of the National Geographic. Opening the magazine and eagerly reading the explanation of the photograph, I was struck with wonder. A nearly microscopic point in an apparently empty patch of the night sky was here shown to be a window onto hundreds, thousands of stars, many certainly greater than our own sun, and like our sun, pouring out unimaginable streams of life-creating energy onto who knows what planetary worlds and who knows what living beings that may have arisen upon these worlds. I remember standing there for a moment with my eyes closed, sensing the mingling of impersonal joy and yearning that everyone sometimes experiences looking up at a night sky strewn with millions of shining worlds. I put the magazine back, started to walk away, but after 2 or 3 steps I stopped short. What had I actually seen? Something was not quite right. I turned around and went back to the magazine rack. My knees nearly gave way when I looked at the picture again. Could it really be? I opened the magazine again, and this time very attentively read the explanation of the photograph. These were not stars at all. They were galaxies. Hundreds, thousands of galaxies, never before known or seen, inhabited that infinitesimal speck of empty sky, each galaxy itself containing billions of suns. I suddenly became very quiet inside. I would like to think of the present book as an extended commentary on this image and the inner experience such images and discoveries can evoke. Every day, in almost all its branches, the revelations of modern science offer evidence that the universe, reality itself, is alive beyond all imagining. All those who love science must know this truth in their bones, whatever may be the view officially sanctioned in the corridors of our universities and institutions of research. In any case, this is and always has been the view offered by the great spiritual traditions of the world, East and West, in all cultures, and at all times previous to our own. The very word cosmos signifies that the universe itself is a living organism, unimaginably vast in its extent and in the depths of its purposes and intelligence, and its beauty, and above all in its goodness. And according to these traditions, to know this universe, to know reality, it is necessary for a man or woman to perceive it with more than the intellect alone. It is necessary to perceive it with the unique source of perception by which beauty and goodness can be perceived, with the depth and subtlety of the power of feeling. The power of feeling, not the violence and chaos of what we usually know as our emotional reactivity. The power of feeling must be joined to the genius of the intellect in order to know the nature of reality. We cannot know, so the great spiritual teachings teach, with only one part of the human intelligence. To know with the intellect alone is to know beings, but not to know being itself, which is where meaning resides. And this implies that the true scientist must himself or herself strive to bring together all the parts of oneself, must strive to become an ordered world in oneself as a prerequisite to seeing and knowing the order of the cosmos and the true nature of everything within the cosmos, all life, all elements, all laws and forces. Then one begins to understand that the great mechanism of the cosmos is an abstraction from, that is to say.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?